Alright, today I got my 2010 Audi Q5 in the garage. This is a 3.2 liter V6. It's got about 135,000 miles on it. I've had it for 2 years. Absolutely love this vehicle. It is a direct injection engine, and with all direct injection engines there's issues with carbon deposits building up in the back of the valves. And I've also heard a lot of good things about this CRC intake valve and turbo cleaner. So we're going to try this procedure on my car today and see if it helps out. And the procedure for this is to warm up the engine, and then once it's warmed up with the engine running, spray this either through the throttle body or into a vacuum port in the intake manifold. And while the car's running, spray this whole can in there in little spurts, and then let the car sit for an hour and then take it out for a ride. And supposedly it does a great job in removing a lot of the carbon buildup on the back of the valves. So we're going to give it a try and let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to do this job by myself here in the garage. So the plan is to tap into the intake manifold using this big vacuum hose. Goes straight down right into the intake manifold, which is good, draws a lot of vacuum. I've loosened the clamp already. I'm going to pull that hose off. I'm going to connect some other kind of hose to get me over to the driver door so I can sit in the driver's seat with the can, spraying it while I'm working the throttle all at the same time. And I'll show you the setup I'm going to try with this. Alright, so here's the hose I've chosen to use. Big vacuum hose, draws a lot of vacuum. And then I've got a spare hose hanging around. I'm just gonna, this fits in nice and firm and tight. So I'm just gonna go like that. And then I'm gonna take this hose and reach it around over to the driver door. Alright, so here's my setup. I've disconnected that hose. I've hooked up another hose to it. Comes over here to the driver door where I can reach it while I'm in there. And then my plan with this is, I've got one of these stoppers. I'm going to fit it in there like that, and then I'm going to spray the hose from the can right in there, and I should be able to, from the driver's seat, start the car, run it, and spray this stuff into the intake manifold. So that's the plan. Alright, so here's my setup. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got a good vacuum here. And I'm going to put this can in there. So now I've got a direct shot right to the intake. Spray little by little. Alright, I think I'm empty now. I don't see anything else in the tube. Now it says rev it up 2-3 times, not to go over 3,500. Let it idle for a minute, and then shut it off and let it soak. See if you get any smoke coming out the back. Alright, now we're just going to shut it off and let it soak for an hour. It's 1:35. So I'll be back at 2:30. I'm going to hook this vacuum hose back up. Spray it with a little silicone so it slides on there easier. Alright, let it sit for an hour, and then we should have better gas mileage, theoretically, so we'll see. Okay, now it's time to fire it up, take it for a drive, see how it goes.
He had spotted the elusive.
Got a little bit of smoke coming out the back, which I think is expected. Alright, let me go close the garage. Alright, so we'll take it down the highway a bit. See what happens. All seems pretty normal. I don't see any smoke coming out of the back. A little bit of smoke. Alright, so I'm going to get up on the highway, go for a little ride, and I'll check back with you in 10 minutes or so. So here we are after our little 10 or 15 minute highway drive. Everything feels really nice, smooth, power was good, smooth, nice shifting transmission. I love this transmission, it's awesome. Engine is running beautifully. Look at that idle. Rock solid. Running smooth, no skips. Feels good, drives good, behaves well. Love this vehicle. So I would say that was a success and very easy. I mean, one man, like a couple of hoses, and that worked out real well. The other option is to take the intake manifold off and walnut blast the back of the valves, which may do a better job, but it's a lot of work. It's an afternoon in here. This was easy. I could do this every 15,000 miles without any complaints. So I would say this was a success. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.